kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints coming up next.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Winston. Wide open is Watt. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Saints' 29-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Saints. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taken down just shy of the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Winston. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas hauling in a Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter in play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays. It's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. This is brought in at the 21. Landry, agile footwork. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense and Jameis Winston heading back out again. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jameis now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Winston now. And that will be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Herbert now. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard carry. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. From just shy of midfield, Herbert toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On 1st and 10, Winston. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, Winston again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On first down, Justin Herbert. Open man is Palmer. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. That's the 33-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Bill Fuller. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Now it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Miles Sanders, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
10. To throw, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Partner took a while for him to walk onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Alvin Kamara, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 7. The Chargers 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Herbert back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This with baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up. But also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Winston. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Pass complete. Thomas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Here's Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Winston. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation, move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot now for Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.